Hello Leo, this is Victoria and I'm here with your May Tarot forecast. As always, we'll be looking at your love life, your career and workspace, and we'll get you guidance from the universe on how to best navigate the energy of the months of May. At the end, I'll post some messages from your person to yourself. And of course, we will begin with a quick oracle message. Get the feel for what's the theme of the month for you, what to pay attention to. This is the Cosmic Dancer Oracle for those wondering. Please remember that this readings are for Sun, Moon, and Rising Leo. So if you're watching this for your Sun sign, please check out videos for your other placements as well. Alright, with that said, let's get started. Oh, and of course, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button. That helps me circulate this message with others. And if you're new to the channel, then please also subscribe and take a look at the description box. There's information on my content and services. So Leo, for you, the message is sparkle and shine. It's a very interesting artwork, but yeah, basically it's a dancer with this extravagant set of accessories everywhere. It feels like it's over the top, but it also definitely gets your attention onto this person, right? It creates like this idea of some kind of otherworldly being, really. So don't be shy of your sparkle, of your big personality, of your gifts, of your presence, whatever it is. It's time to show up as you are. And for Leo, it actually is quite natural to show up in your full, gorgeous presence, in your beauty, in your glory, show off your talents, all that for the audience. But with all that said, we all go through stuff, right? We experience different trauma, we receive different critical response from people, and all of it can have its toll on our confidence and the way that we express ourselves. Meaning that maybe, like, let's say, I don't know, you are living a public life. Maybe you're an actress or an actor, right? Let's take that as an example. And you're now thinking, as I'm saying this, like, but I'm always in the spotlight and I am sparkling. Maybe like every day, all day, right? So this is a strange message, but the question is then, do you authentically show up the way you are, the way you feel, or you feel like you need to filter yourself somehow, or you need to belittle yourself somehow, literally or figuratively, to fit in the box, to meet someone's expectations, and so on and so forth. You'd be surprised that the vast majority of us is doing that one way or the other. Okay, let's move on with the main tarot read. I'm using the Good Tarot today for it. Yes, I have gotten out all of my decks. Well, almost all of them, maybe apart from like 3 or 4. But pretty much all of them are out, and I'm excited. I'm back to them. I also have a few new decks that I acquired between March and April, so definitely be on the lookout for more readings with those decks. So for your personal life and love life, you have the Hanged Man. That's where we're starting from. Empress. Look at all the major arcanas. It's a Piscean energy, Taurian energy. Wow, transformation. This is actually the Death card in the regular tarot, and this is Scorpionic energy. Wow, we are starting off the charts with you, Leo. This is crazy. Oh my god, and it keeps coming. Patience is actually Temperance, but I'll take it. Patience works. Then we have Page of Earth. Hierophant. Oh my goodness, this is Taurus again. And then the advice from the universe, we have Queen of Fire, Chariot, this is Cancer energy, and 10 of Air. Bottom of the deck, Page of Air. So maybe you've been learning something new. You've been hearing some fresh ideas from somewhere. It doesn't have to be like taking a course in school. It can be, maybe you're following a new influencer on social media and you're learning a lot from them, right? Some kind of different take on things, different, like maybe it's the subject matter that you actually have a lot of knowledge in, but you started following them because you like the frame of reference, the way that they position it, the way that they explain different, concepts, phenomena, events, I don't know, right? Depends on the context. But I must say, before I before I dive deeper, you have, let me see, six major arcanas out of 9 card spread. It's insane. So there's a major divine intervention or universal intervention, you can say, from the universe into your situation, Leo. You're being guided, you're being shown specific experiences, specific information. You're put in front of specific people. They're supposed to shed light on where you are, who you are, and where you're headed. Get you on track with the higher purpose. I love when this happens. It can be a little overwhelming when you're hearing something like that, right? Because it feels like a lot of responsibility, like, wow. Or on the other hand, it's that unknown territory, right? Where it's like, well, I'm being guided, like who, how am I even supposed to know, right? And what am I guided into, right? And that unknown can be scary, but it's like you don't need to reinvent the wheel, but it is very important to be present and to sort of like to be curious, first of all, and very observant of what is happening in your life and how it influences you, your emotional state, your physical state. What is your response naturally to those people, places, situations? And those will be your clues, honestly. If you're new to it, I definitely recommend either talking to someone like a mentor, coach, some kind of a teacher, or at least not rushing with conclusions and being kind to yourself, that it may take a little bit of time. Being in meditative state, being in praying state help a lot with receiving the information and then processing it. Like, what am I supposed to do with this information, right? You'll know. Anyway, for your personal space, you have the Hangman, the Empress, and Transformation. Well, quite clearly, this new view on things, on your life, on what's important in life, on how good relationships happen. Like, seeing some examples of, I'm hearing the good and the bad. It gets you a lot more clarity on what is it that you want to create. It may be with a specific person, doesn't have to be. This shows you concepts overall. It's not going to show you this person is great for you or that person is not good for you. It's more like it's showing you different aspects of life and like how relationships can be, what's equal give and take, how, like, where is the place for your creative pursuits here, or where is that difference between me and we, and also how much have you learned in a certain period of time, whatever, you'll be shown, you'll be reminded about where you were, let's say 3 years ago, right? And how you acted and what was that relationship like, and now where you are now. Well, so you can see how far you've come. That's another important thing. For your career space, you have Patience, Page of Earth, and Hierophant. Yeah, so it is about following the rules and kind of like putting one foot in front of the other, which sometimes can be boring, of course. But it is important at this time to stay patient, to not to waste your resources, and that of course includes your health, your time, your energy, but like be a little bit cautious be responsible with your resources, and don't disregard what people have built before you, you know, or a certain past that's been drawn, that's been created for you to walk on. It's not the time to like throw caution to the wind and just go all in. It's time of cautious progress, but it is important to follow it, even if it's boring, even if you know deep down that you're going to change things up as soon as you have a chance, right? But it's that contrast between you knowing the current way very well and what is it that you want to create is what's going to help you build that bridge and actually make it happen. And then the advice from the universe is the Queen of Fire, the Chariot, and the Ten of Air. Yeah, so it's important to follow your intuition at this time. I'm sure you're not surprised about that. And follow that shine and sparkle. Where is it taking you? What are you excited about? What gets you going? What makes you tick? And follow that road, right? Maybe a little bit counterintuitively to what we're used to believe in terms of like we're supposed to do what's, you know, practical, what's good for us, good for our bank account, blah, blah, blah. But at this time, and I'm not saying necessarily that these are the opposites, right? But it is more important to follow the path of like, this is something that really keeps me going, that gets me out of bed in the morning, right? Even if it doesn't pay much money, maybe for some of you, it doesn't pay anything at all at this time, right? But you don't need to know all the information. You don't need to try to ensure yourself here and there and in all the places that this is not gonna go badly, because of course it can, you know, like you won't always be protected from heartbreak, from failure, from people letting you down, but it is very important to give it a try with the information that you have. What are the messages for Leo from their person of interest? What is Leo supposed to know? All right, we've got 8 of Wands clarified by 9 of Wands. Yeah, it's like knowledge is power, but knowledge can also be playing tricks on you and your mindset, right? You can get yourself into a dark place or like down the rabbit hole, right? And your person is basically saying that they are ready to work very hard for this relationship, but they don't want to feel trapped in it, right? It's like they don't want to commit to the extent where, you know, things will go wrong and then they'll be struggling maybe forever, right? There's a lot at stake for them, and they're hoping that you will communicate and find common ground in the situation you're in, so that there won't be any need for breakup or, you know, redesigning your life or anything like that. There's fear on your person's side about that some dramatic changes will be necessary in life and that they're not ready to make them, or not ready to make them for you. But I'll let you figure it out. Thank you so much for joining me today. This was a very powerful reading. If you enjoyed it, please like the video and of course subscribe to the channel. And until next time, bye.